Well, I'll walk through this real quick. Have you done the social media playbook before?
I have not, no.
Okay. Well, can you see my screen okay? Or are you on your phone or?
I'm on my phone, but I can see it.
Okay. Okay. Because I know on my screen it's showing like 2 pages at one time. So, all righty. So I'll start walking through this. We'll see what happens. Is that okay?
Yep, good with me.
So I guess it's good if you have questions. It's just you and I, so we can talk about what you can do on social media. I like reading that top part. It says on the 13th anniversary of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg published an open note to all users saying there are many of us who stand for bringing people together and connecting the world. And if that was his intent, it is hard to argue with the premise and success that social media providers have had. According to PEW research, roughly 69% of adults use Facebook. A similarly high percentage use it daily. As the old saying goes, it's easier to go where the people are than to make people come to you, which means use social media. Yes, sir. Yep. So the chart shows that the growing share of Americans say that they use YouTube. Facebook widely remains one of the most widely used online platforms among U.S. adults. So if you notice, as of 21, 81% of the people polled use YouTube, adults, 69% Facebook, and it drops down to 40% Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter, WhatsApp, TikTok, Reddit, and Nextdoor. And I guess what I just read, TikTok may go away soon. You heard about that, no? Yeah. Yeah, the House has passed a law that allows them to take the next step to potentially ban TikTok.
Yeah. I don't want to distract Adrian.
I'm sorry?
I don't want to distract Adrian.
Yeah.
No, do you think they're gonna pass? Very stupid.
I don't know. I'd have to understand the why first. So the 4 primary reasons we love social media for your sphere of influence is what SOI stands for. 1, according to United Nations research, 59.3% of the total world population uses social media. In the United States, 82% of the population uses social media. Social posts and paid ads on social media provide you with one of the greatest opportunities to expand your database. And it's mostly free. The social media, number 2 is social media platforms offer targeted advertising. As an agent, this means you can promote your brand and your listings to potential clients who are most likely to respond. Promote listings on a golf course to golf enthusiasts and the loft downtown near the theater district to musical aficionados. Number 3, return on investment. Advertising on social media has some of the lowest cost per leads, and it's easy to track the results of your campaigns and posts. Engagement. So social media platforms create the opportunity to interact with their audience and build relationships at scale. Does all that make sense? Any questions, comments? Nope. I explained it perfectly and you all 100% agree. I like it. So step 1, post to social media. Use the like model to create content and schedule posts. Step 2, target your database. You run paid social ads targeting your database. Step 3, interact with friends and followers. I'm going through these fast because it breaks down each step going forward. Step 3, interact with friends and followers. So you need to comment, you need to send direct messages, you need to like and share a post as well. What that does is going to boost your algorithm to get seen by more people. Add new friends. You want to follow people. Don't be afraid to add people for your business. Personally, with social media, I don't get too personal on social media, so I'm not afraid to have anybody a friend on my social media platform. I typically look at the bottom. We all seen it where you can scroll through people you should know. If we have a lot of friends in common, odds are I'm going to send them a friend request. So create and curate an online group. So you can create like a niche Facebook group. So step one, post to social media. So of course, posting social media is an easy way to stay top of mind and engage with your sphere. Remember, people do business with people they like. And social media allows us to be likable with more people more often than ever before. So the acronym that we use to explain the types of posts that will make you more likable over time is like. Keep like top of mind and using technology to schedule posts. Posting to social media will be efficient and effective. So the like model to create content is local lowdown, information, know me, and engage in conversation. Do you all see that on your screens?
Mhm.
Are you seeing it okay, Jeremiah? I see you're on your phone, aren't
Yes,
you?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm on my phone.
Okay, just making sure you can see it clear.
Yeah, I kind of blew it up and screenshotted it side by side, so I have
There
both.
you go. And I can send you this also, this playbook. I'll send it to you so you have it. So the local lowdown portion. So posting about your local community shows that you're actively involved and knowledgeable about where you live and work. So like posting about history of the town, upcoming events, even school events or school calendars, community service activities, interview prominent community members, school or college sports, just always making posts about the local. I even like going into towns like for agents, if you go eat dinner at a certain place that you like, that's a local place, not like a Chili's, but a local place, always tag that you're there, love the food at, enjoy the atmosphere at, that way you're drawing attention to it and they see that as well. History of the town. I mean, Fort Wayne's got a good history to post about, so we can always post, good history about Fort Wayne. And there's always a lot of events. So all of this is great information to post, becoming a part of the Fort Wayne community Facebook groups and sharing anything that they do gets you attention. Does that make sense? Sharing your real estate knowledge should make your followers more informed and educated, whether you're posting about the market or your business. If you're posting about the market or industry, the information should be easy to understand. Use short videos and graphics to easily grab their attention. So like examples of content could be like market updates, industry news, which we just had a big hit today for industry news, tips for buying and selling, myths about the real estate industry, top reasons your service is important. You always want to have your value proposition out there. Why should I work with Paul Martin? You always want to know people to know that. Like we need to send that guy a transmission repairman that just passed the office. Did you all hear that, or was that just me? Let people know about upcoming seminars. Of course, you always want to post about new listings, open houses, closings that you have. When they go under contract, you always want to post. And it's not necessarily you posting being braggart, it's you posting to get
New business.
in front of people. You're just letting people know.
Yeah.
Ben, what was the industry news you was talking about?
NAR settled with DOJ today. So if you all been following the case between NAR and DOJ, it's been going on for about a year and a half now, I would say. The NAR made a settlement agreement today of $418 million. A couple of the keynotes in it is that NAR cannot make a law that states the seller makes, or excuse me, that the seller sets the buyer's agent compensation rate. Does that make sense the way I said it?
Yeah.
So business stays normal. NAR just cannot make any laws saying that the selling agent sets the compensation for the buyer's agent. Are you all hearing that clear?
Yes,
NAR
I am.
cannot make that law.
So it's basically saying we can say what we want, but not the other agent.
No, it's saying that you can still list a house, for example, at 6%, And you can still put, you know, in the contract that I'm paying the buyer's agent 3%, just like normal. It's just saying that the NAR cannot make a law saying that the selling agent sets the price for the buying agent. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that also means that that is negotiable. It's not set. So the buyer compensation is always negotiable. And another side of that is it's telling people that real estate agents do not have to join, or excuse me, NAR cannot make a law saying that real estate agents have to join the MLS to be compensated.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that but still, if you're a real estate agent and you don't join an MLS or NAR or a board, you still cannot put your listings on the MLS and you still can't search the MLS for your buyers. Does that make sense?
Understood.
They say you don't have to join the MLS, but you still do not get access to the MLS.
Right.
And you would still have to verify that they're an active agent before you can legally pay them. They just don't have to be a member. Does that make sense? If
Oh.
somebody's not a member of a local board and they're on the other side of the deal, you'll still want to verify that they have a license number and it's active. Because they do have to have a license to get paid.
Makes sense.
We just can't make laws stating it, or NAR cannot make laws stating it. Does that make sense? So technically it's business as usual, and there may be weird hiccups on a 1 out of every 100 deal.
Hey, Ben, can I ask you a question real quick, back at the social media thing?
Of course.
So I've done like 4 open houses for Brandon Farrell, doing more live and videos and social and linking and everything, but I want to get really good at it. So I was at Lauren South's presentation yesterday. It was excellent. She didn't so much talk about social media posts and things that need to happen in detail. And I'm looking at some of these things again that I need to start doing. But in the future, if we could have some type of social media class that says, when you get a listing or you're doing open house, here's some things that are recommended and where you ought to be doing them, in addition to what you're doing weekly or monthly. So any help you can give on that.
Well, we've got I've got that class already kind of set in the future. And
Cool.
what it's going to be is actually, it's going to be how to create your to-do list for when you get a listing, when you're doing an open house, post-close client contacts, whole 9 yards. You need to have a list and a smart plan built up to do all that.
I was working on that with Brian. Brandon just reached out to me again and gave me that listing for Sunday. So I'm doing another open house. Kind of short notice, but anyway, anything I can do to make that work, great.
Yep. That's good. Good. Keep doing open houses.
I am.
That's what so if you don't have it on your calendar yet, on March 28th, we're doing another class on how to get FSBOs and expireds, and we're going to have 2 or 3 panelists up here, and Lauren's going to lead that as well. And then immediately after that class, Rachel Adams Lee is zooming in, and she's one of the top 1,000 realtors in the country. Not just not in KW, but in the country. Out of the 1.6 million, she's in the top 1,000.
I saw that and it's already on my calendar. Thanks.
Yeah. And we're going to zoom that into the market center. So she's pretty phenomenal. But Adriana's liking this so much, she's logging in twice. I like it. Okay, know me part. Let me just move forward to the know me part. So examples of personal content about you could be like hobbies, your travels, books, music you like, gratitude posts. Always do. It's always great to start the day with gratitude, I think, anyway. Quotes and memes. Uh-oh, I got a chat. Hold on. Oh, good. Jump to the computer. Good. Share quotes you find inspiring and memes that make you laugh. Be sure your memes and quotes are universally relatable. Your goal is likability. And what that really means is don't talk religion and politics.
Totally.
Make holiday posts all year round. My favorite. Yesterday, I went and talked to some kids at Whitco, sophomore class at Whitco, and I wished them a happy Pi Day. They had no idea what it was. So I had to show my geek off a little bit. So what I like about the social posts is talk about here, your know me part, is like I said earlier, people like to work with people they know, like, and trust. And if all your social media parts are about business, they don't know you, do they? If all your social media posts are you just posting $1 million houses that you think are cool looking, they don't know you. They think I'm just the agent that sells $1 million houses. My $200,000 house is below them. Does that make sense? So you want to be like 80% personal, 20% business. And when I say that, I don't think you should, post to people about your daily bathroom habits. Don't get that deep into your post, but show people what you like. Give them a taste of who you are, if that makes sense, because that will help them relate to you. And it will also create, it'll create activity on your post. All right, so engagement. So when it comes to emotional proximity, one-way conversation is good, but two-way conversation is better. When people are encouraged to engage and share their ideas, photos, opinions, and beliefs, it allows them to feel heard and like they're contributing to the conversation. So your job is to provide the conversation starters and ask for participation. One of my favorite posts is, what is keeping you from buying your next home? What are some answers you think? Paul ran away. We scared him. So Jeremiah, did you see when
Be right back. Sorry. Brandon's
Paul,
tagging
no, it's
me.
okay.
I'm
We're
sorry.
also scheduling a class about time blocking next month. Go
I
ahead.
know Brandon's reaching out to me about something. I gotta.
What class?
Time blocking. I'm picking on him because he's.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what I mean by picking on him is because like when you time block to take a class or you time block to do lead generation or time block to go for showings, you don't take phone calls during that time because this is an appointment for you. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Like if you were at a showing right now, would you answer the phone? If you were at a doctor's office right now, would you answer the phone? If you're getting your hair and nails done right now, would you answer the phone? You gotta prioritize learning as well as the other things. That's my point, the whole thing. So moving on. So take polls, like it says, ask about your favorite house styles, designs, your favorite pie. If your people are into sports, put up things about sports. How many more times is Kentucky going to win the national title in the next 5 years? Wonderful questions like that. Host competitions. And that could be anything. Anything to get people going. And people like competitions, even if there's no prize, just to go, yes, I won. And just like the following, do giveaways to get follower participation. That's always a good thing. And like if you don't have a business Facebook page, I would suggest creating one. But like I said, Boone posted about a small post that just said, what's keeping you from buying your next home? And he probably had 70 or 80 comments on that one post. That creates a potential of leads. It gives you the ability to have objection handlers because somebody's going to go, well, the interest rates are too high. Well, then you could say, I'll DM you, and then we'll talk about that. Somebody may say, well, I don't have a down payment. And you can say, well, we've got these loan opportunities that you could possibly go with smaller down payments or zero down payments, or there's down payment assisted programs. There's always ways you can overcome the objections that people might say, but you want to be the one to give them the answer because there's other realtors that see your post too, just so you know.
Right.
And also the girl that's zooming in on March 28th, she has a 5-5-5 rule, which means before she makes any post whatsoever, she likes 5 posts, she comments on 5 posts with 5 words or more on each comment. Anytime before she posts. Now, I've taken her class before and she didn't have certain times she posts when she does posts or reels or whatever, she just does it when she feels like it. She doesn't try to check for algorithms on see when the best time to do it is. Because she relies on her own interaction and activity to boost her personal algorithm for her content, if that makes sense. And if I say anything that you all are asking questions or thinking questions about, please don't hesitate to blurt that question out. And also, like it says here, schedule post. You can, if you're too busy during the week, you think I just don't have time to even get on Facebook or Instagram. Sunday afternoon, take an hour and schedule your post out for a week or 2 weeks out. Just make them go automatically. And then that way your business posts will go out automatically and your personal posts will go naturally. But it does say here you want to post a minimum of 10 times per week. And it doesn't need to be overwhelming or difficult. Just simply use that like model described earlier and schedule your posts in advance and give yourself a running start to engage in your sphere on social media by using the KW calendar of social posts, which is at the bottom of this. Excuse me, it's at the bottom of this playbook. Like, Adriana, do you have this playbook?
Yeah, I downloaded it.
Okay, good. Then Jeremiah, I'll send it to you as well.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now it says also to target your database. Staying in front of your database ensures that you are the agent they think of when buying, selling, or referring. Your database is everybody you know and everybody they know should be your database at least. What's the minimum number of people we want to have in our database, Paul?
201. I'm working on. I thought it was already up there, but I'm going to get that probably by next week.
Yeah. How many, like Jeremiah, how many contacts do you have in your phone book and your telephone right now? Are you looking? It's at the bottom of your contact list. I have 2,300. I have
cleaned
some I
mine
need to
out too
delete.
much.
What's
I
that?
only have 702.
All right, so good. Well, the next time you come in here, you will be in the 201 club because we will put every one of those in your command database.
Hey, Ben,
Sir?
I have 2,141 in my iPhone, but I had weaned those all the way down. And when I checked command after I'd done, dragging them across, I ended up at 136 and I thought I had 600 in there. So I'm going through my iPhone again and not being so critical on pulling people out. So FYI.
Yeah, so I'll ask you a question. Why would you pull somebody out?
Oh, don't ask me that. Well, they died. That's one of them.
That's one. Yep. That's
Another
three.
one is some were just I'm targeted a phone number as being a scam, so that's in there, some are businesses that I have no connection to. They're like, huge conglomerates, and I just happen to have a phone number for tech support. So those things.
Yeah, those
Unless
would be
I
the
know the
ones that I
person.
wouldn't have in my database. People that have passed, scam phone numbers, and business lines. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going back through that with a fine-tooth comb.
Every human being that's attached to a phone number should be in your database.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Hey, Ben, can I ask you
Yeah.
a question there?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm a tech guy from the past. I consulted for all the big companies, and I got Twilio hooked up and some stuff. But the kicker is that I don't know if it's an easy way to tell if somebody's phone number is a cell number or landline or Google Voice or something. I'm trying to figure out which ones I can text to as I go through and clean this up. So any thoughts?
I would do a mass text, and you'll get kickbacks on the ones that can't go out.
Okay. And then once I do a mass
Do
text,
that to your database for your open house this weekend. Invite everybody in your database to the open house and use your Twilio and do it in a command smart plan. So
okay.
just write the text. I'm having an open house at 123 Main Street. Whatever, to give a little description. Would love to see you there. If you can't come and you know anybody buying, please, invite them as well.
I'll get that done tomorrow. I have a question
And
on
then when you
text.
send that out to everybody with a phone number, the ones that are landlines will kick back to you.
Right.
And then you can call that landline and get a cell phone number.
Right. That sounds great. The thing I need to know is, do we violate anything by texting to somebody the first time? Or we just ask for apology or whatever if they don't want to be?
No.
What do
No,
we do?
they'll tell you if they don't want you to text them, they can unsubscribe. If
Okay.
you do it from a smart plan, they can unsubscribe.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right.
And once they unsubscribe, you can never send them a text again, even if you try from command. You can get on your phone and do it, but you can't do it from command.
Oh, got it. Great. Good to know.
Yeah, and that's the same with email. If they unsubscribe from an email, can't do it again from command unless they resubscribe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, here we'll get back. So personal context you can put out is like things about specific neighborhoods, or I know Fort Wayne's really big on their zip codes. Clients with kids and pets. There's just reasons why to post things. Hobbies, golf, tennis. Clients that have referred you business, clients that have bought and sold more than once. You don't need to create new posts with new messages. You're specifically targeting your database with the same post. Interact with friends and followers. So curating that content is the first step in connecting with people. The next step is interacting with your friends and followers. Not only do you have to post captivating content, you also need to engage with your friends and followers to get the most out of social media. By interacting with your friends and followers, you are showing them that you care. You are showing them that you take the time to be involved in their lives and demonstrating interest in their post. Think of a comment like a virtual hug and likes as high fives. So like I said, again, you always want to comment on things. And when people comment on your post, always reply. Always reply to their comments. And if they like it, send them a DM saying, hey, thanks for liking my post about that house. Thanks for liking my post about this. Doesn't have to be in depth. Just thank them. If they like a post, thank them for liking the post.
Got it.
I think that's one of those things you were talking about with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because sometimes I get interactions and I get a lot of people that comment, and initially when they're commenting, if I'm right there, then I'll respond. But other times I'll see it and be like, I'll get back to it. And then I never do.
Yeah. You got to be purposeful about it. That's right. And you got to think about all the times that you're just playing on Facebook, and everybody that I know is guilty of it. Even if you're sitting at home at night and just scrolling, go to your page and look through it to see who's commented that I need to reply to, who's liked something I need to thank. Always engage with the people that are engaging with you. Does that make sense?
If I don't get back right away, Ben, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Paul. I said,
No, it's
no,
good.
it definitely makes sense and put something into perspective. I definitely was guilty.
Well, I was thinking when you were talking, Jeremiah, that what I need to do is block those follow-up times that I missed replying immediately. Like I'm in a meeting or something's going on, or I'm with a client, and I need to block that time daily to go back and do those posts. I mean, I can't wait 2 days. That's not going to work. So that's a good thought that you just triggered in me.
Yeah, good. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to ask a question. Have you all seen the Google Sheet so you can vote for awards at the award ceremony on Tuesday? Mallory sent it out. It's been posted on Facebook.
That's the one where you can vote daily, I think.
You go in there, you can vote for like Mr. and Miss KW, and there's a few other superlatives. Have you seen that, Adriana?
Yes.
Have you voted?
No.
Vote.
On my to-do list.
Vote. We have Tuesday's the thing.
I'm not familiar with it, but I'll try and go and find it.
Do you have Mallory's phone number, Jeremiah?
I think yes. Mal texted me yesterday.
Anyway, just text her and say, hey, can you please text me the Google Sheet so I can vote?
Okay, thank you.
That's not the one where Frankie won the most amazing story or something. Is that a different one?
No, that was with Real Producers.
Got it. So I got to look at this. I don't know what this is. Okay.
Okay. Text Mal and ask her to text you the Google Sheet to vote.
Gotcha. Done deal.
All right. So follow new people. Do not be afraid to add people to your Facebook page. The more people that can see you is the more potential for new clients. And that's where, of course, posting things about you, but not too in depth about you is really positive. And I'm going to kick you all thinking about you're worried about scammers or spammers or anything like that. They happen every day in our lives. What I do is if I friend somebody that I'm not sure about, there's a few triggers you'll see if they're not real people. One, if all their posts are about how much money they made on crypto, they get blocked. Two, if I friend you and immediately I see a hey, how are you in my DMs with the little wavy hand, you're out. Because nobody does that. Though that means that those Facebook pages are compromised. Other than that, they're probably real people. I like this rule of thumb, add 7 friends a week on Facebook. So create and curate online communities. So it may sound weird, but you could create a Facebook page. Like I might create one, just say Fort Wayne golfers. Anybody, and then start inviting people. Anybody interested in golf, jump on this page so we can talk about the courses, upcoming tournaments, get-togethers, things like that. Create a page and be the main focal point of that page and the main poster on that page to get people to grow. Does that make sense?
Ben, are you just putting personal stuff on that, not any real estate, so they don't think you're trying to grab them, or how do you handle that page?
This is not about that. If you do a group like this here, 7 things to consider. Know your purpose and ensure it's in alignment with your values.
Got it.
The name must clearly represent your purpose. Find your voice, like be authentic in your posts and engagements. Be yourself, be honest, and interact with community members. Post consistently, establishing yourself as the leader of the community. Show value, post contact relevant to the purpose, and encourages engagement. Your primary job is to start conversations and keep engagement. Be responsive to the members and have a plan. So with that, you're not building a golf community to talk about real estate. You're building a golf community to talk about golf.
Got it.
People will start friending you and see that you're a real estate agent. And those conversations will start organically. Does that make sense?
Total.
Oh, and here's something speaking to my love language. The path is in the math. The power of this system is that the daily activities compound over time. So if you follow this simple 5-step plan to engage your sphere of influence on social media, so 1, 520 like posts, that's like the model. 2 is 364 new friends. 3 is 3,900 opportunities to engage with friends and followers. This is going over a course of time, not in one day. So now you'll notice we're on a calendar, right? And this is, of course, it's 23 is when they built this out. Gives you reasons to post. Use the like method to create content that makes you likable over time. And here's the schedule you can do. And again, this is at the bottom of the page, so I won't walk through this. But see, it's got a yearly schedule. Create marketing material. Use the marketing material. And you can do all of this in Command or Canva and upload it into Command. And that's the end of the social media playbook. So do we have any questions, comments?
No, but that everything that you just showed, the calendar and everything is going to be in whatever you send to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What's your KW email address?
I believe it is Jermira Sanders.
Is it no dot Jermira Sanders at kw.com?
Yes. I got an email this morning. Let's see. But I haven't actually got in Command with it yet.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Do we have a class already? I don't care, 2-3 hours, quite frankly. I met with Brian on smart plans, and I'm not stupid, so I know how to build them. But the bottom line is I'd like some better knowledge about, turn on and turning off and automating and certain things and what follows what. Just making smart plans a bigger lever for myself. And I know I can go in and do it. I've done some already, but I'd rather, like Noye or other people that use them in that capacity, it'd be good to have a class where you could hear some more pointers on that, which would help leverage my time. And that's what I want more than anything else.
Yeah, so, yeah, we can do that. I'll get one on the calendar.
Thank you.
Now, I know with Bold coming up in April and May, well, Thursdays are gone for any kind of classes, so
Right.
but we'll definitely add some to the calendar, and with this new NAR stuff, we'll definitely have conversations around that too.
Thank you.
I'll probably talk about that at the room also Tuesday at the award ceremony, just to get it out to a bunch of people at once, because we're going to have a pretty good turnout. Are you going to make the awards, Adriana?
That's the goal.
Good, good, good. Jamira, are you going to come?
Yes. It's
It's at,
contingent on how long.
so the brunch starts at 10:30 and the award starts at about 11:30. So, I mean, if you can't make the brunch, that's fine. And I understand your work schedule too, but I'm not
Yeah,
pushing.
this is next week. I'll be I start orientation on Monday. I don't know if it lasts throughout the whole week or if we'll only have one day. But hopefully if we only have one day, then I'll definitely be there.
Okay. But it, like I said, it's Tuesday, 10:30 at the Coliseum is brunch, and 11:30 is when we'll start hooping and hoorahing.
Hey, Ben, is that at the back where we normally have classes and come in that door? Is that where we're going to be at?
It's at all I know is we go in the same door we did for the Christmas party. So we'll just go into where the
Got it. Okay.
where the roundabout is.
Yep.
We'll get you there. Well, any questions or comments about the social media playbook? Like it, dislike it?
I like it. It's all good stuff. The stuff I've heard more than once. So
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Let me ask a follow-up question. Who's going to apply any of it?
Me. Guaranteed.
me also.
But that was really quiet, Adriana. Hold on. We gotta, I know you're not feeling
Sorry. Me.
good. Adriana's not feeling
Definitely
good.
me.
Jamira, are you gonna apply it?
Definitely gonna apply it.
All right, perfect. Love hearing it. Well, guys, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much. And I hope to see y'all in the office real soon, but worst case, I'll hopefully see y'all Tuesday.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
All right, thank you. Next week is open house playbook again.
Good.
We're gonna keep going through these. There's like 8, well, probably actually about 8 of them. So we're just gonna redo them every week, go through them all, and then go through them all again and again and again. Thank you,
Will
guys.
there be a recording of Lauren's class? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, there was a recording of Lauren's class. Yes.
Okay, cool. Watch
Yeah.
that
As
one.
soon as Amanda gets it edited correctly, we'll and she has to bleep out Paul's talking because he cusses a lot.
Gotcha.
He
Like,
does.
Paul, we
He
gotta
does.
get him in line.
Just gotta bleep out your love Apple stuff.
I know it. That's true. It's so true. But yeah, she'll post it on Facebook as soon as she's got it edited, Adriana.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys
you.
so much. I appreciate you a bunch.
Thanks, Ben. Have a good weekend.
Thank
You too. We'll talk to you soon.